everyone. Welcome back to Mr. English Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm James. And today we are doing something a little rebellious.
Very rebellious. Today's episode title is Stop Using Textbook Phrases 10 Modern Alternatives Natives Use in Real Life. And honestly, James, I think a lot of listeners are about to feel personally attacked.
Gently attacked, lovingly attacked. But seriously, there's a massive hidden gap between the English people learn in a classroom and the rhythmic, casual English actually spoken out there on the street, in coffee shops, at parties. Most learners get stuck behind this wall of outdated, overly formal phrases, and it quietly blocks something bigger than grammar. It blocks social belonging.
Social belonging. Ooh, that's such a good way to frame it. Because it's true, isn't it? You can be grammatically perfect and still sound like you stepped out of a time machine.
Exactly. And that's what today is all about. I'm giving everyone 10 modern linguistic shortcuts today. Phrases so natural, so current, that people might genuinely start asking how long you've lived here.
Okay, I have to share this because it's honestly a little embarrassing. When I first moved abroad, my textbook taught me to greet people with, "How do you do?"
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. So there I am at a casual house party, red cup in hand, and someone walks up and says, "Hey, what's up?" And I, completely straight-faced, respond with, "How do you do?"
Like a Victorian ghost had entered the room.
A Victorian ghost, exactly. The guy just kind of blinked at me, laughed nervously, and slowly backed away like I'd short-circuited.
Okay, that is painfully relatable, but also the perfect example of exactly what we're fixing today. Textbooks aren't necessarily wrong, they're just frozen in time. They teach English the way it was spoken decades ago: formal, careful, stiff. But real spoken English moves fast. It's rhythmic, casual, constantly evolving.
Aha. So the reframe here is basically stop thinking of textbook English as correct and street English as incorrect.
Exactly. Think of it instead as two completely different outfits. Textbook English is a full suit and tie, perfectly appropriate for very formal occasions, job interviews, official letters. But real life, everyday English is more like your favorite comfortable hoodie. Casual, relaxed, and honestly, what most native speakers wear in daily conversation.
A suit versus a hoodie. I love that. Okay, so let's actually get into it. 10 swaps. Textbook phrase on the left, modern reality on the right.
Let's go. Swap number one. And you already mentioned this one, Emma. Instead of the very formal "how do you do," natives just say, "What's the word?" Or even simpler, "What's up?"
What's the word? Ah, that has such a nice rhythm to it, too. It almost bounces.
It really does. And you'll hear it constantly among friends. You could say, "Hey man, what's the word?" as a totally normal greeting.
Swap number 2. Instead of the stiff, "I am pleased to meet you," natives just say, "Nice to meet you." Or even more casually, "Great to meet you, finally."
That finally adds such a nice warm touch, too. Like you've been looking forward to it.
Exactly. It feels human, not scripted. Swap number 3. This one always makes me laugh. Instead of, "Would you care for some tea?" people just say, "You want some tea?" Or literally just, "tea."
Just tea as a full sentence? Question mark included?
A full sentence. And everyone understands it perfectly.
Swap number 4. Instead of "I do not know," which honestly sounds like a formal statement to a judge, natives say "no idea" or "beats me."
Beats me is so fun to say. It's got this playful, shrug your shoulders energy built right into it.
It really does. You could say, "Do you know where the meeting is?" Honestly, beats me.
Swap number 5. Instead of, "That is very interesting," which can honestly sound a little sarcastic if said too flatly, natives say, "No way, really?" Or, "Wait, seriously?"
Those ones carry so much more genuine emotion, too. You can practically hear the surprise in them.
Exactly. That is very interesting. Sounds like a polite obligation. But no way? Really? Sounds like you actually care.
Swap number 7. Instead of the very formal, "I must be going now," which sounds like you're leaving for war, natives say, "I should get going." Or even more casually, "I'm gonna head out."
I'm gonna head out is definitely what I hear most at parties, actually. Right before someone disappears for 20 more minutes because they got caught in another conversation.
The classic slow goodbye. So accurate. Swap number 7. Instead of "How are you today?" which can sound a little like a customer service script, people say, "How's it going?" Or simply, "What's up?"
And here's a fun little secret about that one. Half the time, it's not even a real question expecting a real answer. It's basically just a greeting.
Oh, that trips learners up constantly. They'll hear "What's up?" and start explaining their entire week, when actually the expected response is just, "Not much. You?"
So true. It's basically a verbal handshake, not an actual invitation for a life update.
Exactly. Swap number 8. Instead of "I would like to," which is perfectly fine but a little formal for casual chats, people say, "I wanna," or "I'm thinking of."
Like, "I'm thinking of grabbing lunch soon." Sounds so much more natural than, "I would like to procure some lunch."
Procure some lunch? Please, never say that in real life, everyone.
Noted. No procuring. Ever. Swap number 9. Instead of the overly formal, "Excuse me, could you repeat that?" natives just say, "Sorry, say that again?" Or the very casual, "Come again?"
"Come again" is such a lovely little phrase, too. It's got this warm, almost old-timey charm, but it's still completely casual and current.
It really does have a nice sound to it.
And finally, swap number 10. Instead of, "It was a pleasure," which again sounds like the end of a corporate board meeting, natives say, "That was fun," or "Good seeing you."
"Good seeing you" is honestly one of the most useful phrases in the entire English language. You'll hear it constantly at the end of basically any casual interaction.
Okay, that's the official 10. But honestly, I feel like we could keep going forever with this, James.
We really could. So let's sneak in a quick bonus round. 3 extra ones just for fun, since I know our listeners love a good bonus.
Ooh, bonus round. I'm in. Go for it.
Bonus swap 1. Instead of the textbook classic, "I am very tired," natives often say, "I'm exhausted," or the much more casual, "I'm wiped."
I'm wiped. I genuinely love that one. It sounds so much more dramatic and honest than a flat, "I am very tired."
It really does capture that end of the week energy perfectly. Bonus swap 2. Instead of "That is not correct," which can honestly sound a little harsh and formal, people softly say, "I don't think that's quite right." Or even more casually, "I don't think so, actually."
Ah, that softer version feels so much kinder, too. Like you're correcting a friend instead of grading an exam paper.
Exactly. Tone matters just as much as vocabulary sometimes. And bonus swap 3, instead of "I am in agreement," which sounds like a legal document, natives just say "totally" or "same here."
Totally might honestly be one of my favorite words in the entire English language. It just carries so much enthusiasm in one tiny word.
It really does a lot of work for one small word.
Okay, so with our bonus round included, that's technically 13 swaps today, everyone. We definitely over-delivered.
We always overdeliver around here. That's basically our whole personality.
Fair enough. Guilty as charged.
Okay, now let's recap all 10 official swaps for everyone listening, because I think hearing them back to back really shows the pattern. How do you do becomes what's the word? I am pleased to meet you becomes nice to meet you. Would you care for tea becomes just tea. I do not know becomes beats me. That is very interesting becomes no way. Really? I must be going becomes I'm gonna head out. How are you today becomes what's up. I would like to becomes I wanna. Could you repeat that becomes come again? And it was a pleasure becomes good seeing you.
Beautifully recapped. And honestly, notice the pattern running through every single one of these. Shorter words, contractions, more rhythm, less formality, and way more genuine emotion behind them.
That's such a good summary of the whole thing, actually. Shorter, rhythmic, and emotionally honest.
Exactly. And here's the deeper insight I want everyone to walk away with today. This isn't really about memorizing 10 phrases. It's about understanding a mindset shift. Real spoken English almost always trades formality for warmth and rhythm.
Which honestly explains why I sounded so strange at that party. I was offering formality when the entire room was offering warmth.
Exactly. Mismatched energy, not incorrect English.
Mismatched energy. I love that reframe so much more than wrong grammar.
And here's a bonus tip, a stealable phrase for anyone nervous about actually trying these out in real conversations. If it ever feels awkward switching styles, just say, sorry, still getting used to how people actually talk here. Natives genuinely love hearing that. It's honest, it's charming, and it opens the door for them to actually teach you more casual phrases themselves.
Oh, that's such a smart trick. Turning your own learning process into a genuine connection moment.
Exactly. Vulnerability is honestly one of the fastest paths to sounding fluent, ironically enough.
Okay, well, funny enough, I actually used swap number 6 last week without even thinking about it. I was at dinner with new coworkers, and instead of my usual overly polite exit line, I just said, all right, I should probably head out early morning tomorrow.
And how did that feel?
Genuinely so natural. Nobody blinked, nobody thought it sounded strange. It just blended right in, which felt like such a small but massive win.
That's exactly the goal. Blending in instead of standing out for the wrong reasons.
And honestly, I think that's the real takeaway from today. It's never really about one single phrase. It's about slowly collecting these small, rhythmic swaps until one day they just start coming out naturally without you even thinking about it.
Exactly. Fluency isn't a switch that flips overnight. It's more like a playlist that slowly builds, one casual phrase at a time, until suddenly your whole vocabulary sounds current instead of frozen in a textbook from decades ago.
A playlist that slowly builds. I love that image. Honestly, way better than my earlier suit versus hoodie comparison.
Don't worry, we'll keep both metaphors in rotation. We're not precious about it.
Okay, I think that's a wonderful place for us to wrap up today's episode.
Agreed. So here's your homework, if you want it. Pick just 2 of these 10 swaps, maybe what's up and I'm going to head out, and try using them naturally sometime this week, even just once.
Small, repeated wins. Exactly how we like it around here. And genuinely, thank you so much for spending this time with us today. If you've ever had your own how do you do moment, that painfully formal phrase that made someone look at you funny, drop a comment and tell us. We absolutely love reading those stories.
We really do read every single one, and honestly, they always make us laugh.
Take care of your English and maybe retire that old textbook phrase book. Just a little.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.